Good evening, fellas. How you doing this beautiful, rainy on my end Sunday evening? I am preparing a roast, so I have a little time uh, to come in here and rock with you fellas. I hope you all are continuing to take care of yourself spiritually, mentally, physically, and financially. Have to put the emphasis on the financial part. Want to give some shout outs, man. Last night I missed a cash app from Brother Fantastic, and I wanted to. I'm not sure if he's in the building or whatever, man, but I want to give a special shout out to him for the $25 cash app donation last night. I didn't see the notification until afterwards, but it didn't go unrecognized, my brother, and I appreciate it. Kenny Conjo, I appreciate the $5 super chat you just gave as well. Off top, salute, man. Kenny, brother, for guys around the sphere, and I appreciate his efforts, man. Kanye and Cigar Podcast, man. Salute to you, my brother. King Maverick, salute to you, man. What's good, King Maverick? Gladiator, what's happening, man? Derek Joseph, man, what's good, my brother? Young Jay, salute to you, my brother. Brandon L, man, good to see you in the building. Daniel Baxter, Mr. Salvas Smith, Salute to you, my brother. Luis Cordero, salute to you, man. Michael Young, strive to be set apart. Always good to see you in the building. John Wayne, what's good, man? Free speech for black men. Salute to you, my brother. I follow free speech on IG. Very informative content. Our business, man. What's good, man? DJ Monty, for you, man. Salute to you as well. Now, tonight, man, I'm not going to bore you to death with the current climate of things. I think we covered a lot of that stuff last night. Last night was probably a record for people in the chat room for me. I appreciate all the support. The channel is growing, man. We just reached the 5,000 mark, which is, from where I started, man, it was, pretty much just, I come a long way. And I'm humbled by the fact that you brothers enjoy listening to my content with the country accent. Sometimes I may even sound like one of those old school Baptist ministers in this motherfucker. I don't come with the King's English all the time. I don't have the proper vernacular of other guys. But what I do have in common with most of you brothers is that masculinity in our community, particularly the black community, is more necessary now more than ever. Many of you brothers see the attack on black, even covertly. Now, last night I spoke on a few things of, about different movements and stuff like that, man. And I honestly believe that it's just black people. I know we have different races. This is why I say what's going on. Oh man, look like somebody trying to mess with me. Hear me? Can anybody hear me? Y'all hear me, man? Y'all hear me pretty good? I don't know what that was. Anyway, I always talk about being man first. Before I am a black man, before I am a husband, before I'm a father, before I am a worker, before any of these things, I consider myself a man. Now, excuse me, when we talk about, masculinity being necessary, it's because I know what the biggest problem in our community as a black man is. I don't care what other people label me as African American or black or whatever the case may be. My thing is, I am a man. And so when we talk about these things, as far as knowing the biggest problem in the black community, because the numbers stated, if we're going to protest, I believe that we should actually go after the family court system as men. Men should unite and combat this matriarchal cesspool that we have been engulfed in. You go into these spaces, man, and you see what happened to men in the family court system as far as being divorce rate. You hear some statistics that say it's as high as 38, 39% of men being victims of paternity fraud. We also see men who are coughing up damn near half of their check, half of their income on child support and stuff like that, man. It is utterly ridiculous. See, we always talk about how men are supposed to treat women, but you never hear anyone talk about how women are supposed to treat their men. It's infuriating because, you look at things from a different perspective once you are, you have been indoctrinated with this type of information. I feel bad for a lot of fight to see their kid state and all that shit. We always talk about the deadbeat father. We always hear about the deadbeat father. But it's one phrase that you never hear. And that is the fact that you have a lot of deadbeat mothers. We noticed after this corona shit and everything started opening back up, you got people that's in the club shaking their ass and doing all this other bullshit. It's a spike in the children being left with the grandparents, children being left with family members, the 13-year-old babysitting the other 4 kids. So in that house fire. Now, these women should have been locked up because they was out there shaking their ass in the club and they had a 10-year-old babysitting at least 7 children in that house. We don't talk about that. There is no accountability left on women. We never bring everything that happens. It seems to always be the absent father's fault. And we're going to talk about this shit tonight because I am sick of it. You go down your timeline on Facebook, go down your timeline on IG. You're going to see some bitch that's over-sexualizing herself, showing her ass on every photo. And she has a young daughter that she is raising, probably multiple daughters, probably multiple children. This is another reason I say, man, I'm not, big on, interracial dating, but I'm with whatever makes a man happy, whatever way he can preserve his DNA lineage, because that means a lot to a man. But you often wonder why nearly all these black NFL players end up with a white woman, a Becky. It's because they've seen the behavior of they nothing ass mamas. And it forces them to want to have something better. John Wayne said, in the first 4 years of my daughter's life, I saw the inside of an Orange County courthouse more times than I saw her. This is the shit that I'm talking about, gentlemen. When you go into that family court system, they care nothing about you as a man. It's all about the female. This shit is a scam, and we know it. This is why she could go in there and you could have been taking care of your daughter or your son or your child for the first 7 years, giving her money, hand over fist, buying, school supplies, school clothes, school shoes, and all this other shit. Being there every step of the way for this child, and you decide to get in another relationship with another female or something. This mother, this baby mama, get infuriated, and she goes down there to the family court. She goes down there and tells them that you have never done anything for your child, and if you don't have a paper trail of what you provided for this up to $20,000, $25,000, $30,000 in arrears in child support. They're gonna take your income. If you don't pay and get it up current, I mean, they're gonna put interest on it, absolutely. But I tell you something else they're gonna do. If you don't pay that child support or you get in a financial bind, they're going to suspend your driver's license as well. That back time child support is going to go on your credit. This is why I was talking about, man, when you see all these women up here. I had a question. I had a question, but I had to take that shit down because motherfuckers was getting real in their feelings. I said, you see all these women marching, talking about Black Lives Matter and all this shit. Does Black Lives Matter when black women are having 1,200 abortions a day? Does it matter when you are serving your man, your brother, the black man, up to the establishment on a silver platter via the family court system? These are questions that you need to ask yourself, because unfortunately, a lot of guys are not introduced into this information until it's too late. They may have already had a child or multiple children. This is why I try to come out and talk to the younger generation, the younger men, and tell them to protect their seeds. Don't be willy-nilly out here with your private parts. You understand what I'm saying? But see, we can say that all day. But the fact of the matter is nearly 80% of Black women are single mothers. And those 80% of single mothers are having children by a selected 20% of men. I am starting to see a spike in old post-wall bitches getting body enhancements. I had one get in her feelings today, because there's a lot of simps and suckers who follow her on social media, and she gets a lot, couple of hundred likes because she's always showing her ass. But to me, I am a man, I am a high value man, a man of standards, which I would presume that most of you gentlemen are. I see something completely different. I see a post-wall female who is still trying to hold on to her sexual value to some degree. And it looks utterly disgusting. She had a poll up there and asked, should I lose 10 pounds? Yes or no? Of course, being the man that I am, I clicked yes. And I looked up and it said 17% said yes, and like 83% said no. I would pull this person's picture up, but I don't want to get flagged. But it shows that a lot of brothers, I say the simp, the sucker, have very, very low standards when it comes to their women. If you tell a woman, if you try to hold her accountable as far as having a bunch of sexual partners, letting her know that it's not productive for her own well-being much longer, long term, because you're going to be met with a lot of shaming tactics. You're going to be met with being very combative. Oh, you a fuck nigga, you bitch nigga. Your mama should have aborted you. You hate women and all this other shit. When in fact it's quite the contrary. A lot of these brothers give this type of information out for the simple fact that you want women to do better. They need to be better. The reason that we have this single mother epidemic in the Black community has to be laid at the Black female's doorstep. They traded away the family structure to be strong and independent for the welfare state. This happened. The only thing that I can say about Black men is the fact that Black men should have stepped up and tried to stop it. But how are you going to stop it? You can't bitch slap all of them. You can't be violent to them. You can't get them in check like that. And some of these men were suckers anyway. They allowed it to happen because they thought they could stay up in there too. And you got to sneak out in the middle of the night where these people come up there and do an inspection. This shit goes on to this day, this Section 8 voucher shit. They coming inside the house and making sure a man ain't there. Chris Abraham, I appreciate the $10 super chat, my brother. Chris says, salute GMB. The title says it all. I salute you, my brother, and I thank you. Trey Booker said a lot of them want to be single mothers. Absolutely. That is a problem. Single mothers to some celebrity, some rap artist, being a decent Black man to the modern Black woman is considered lame. I've spoken how you always got to have that element of criminality when it comes to dealing with Black women. You have to be some type of thug. You got to have a little street in you. You got to have some thug in you. Don't be a neurosurgeon. He's a cornball. She will deal with the neurosurgeon simply because of his resources. She's not going to deal with him for the long-term investment. After she has a kid or two, then it's a bankroll for her. It's a cash grab for her. These women want to be reality TV stars and social media personalities, gentlemen. It's just time to call a spade a spade. And I'm tired of seeing these women talking shit about Black men. You hoes are raising these Black men that you're complaining about, engulfing them in so much feminine energy that they don't know they ass from a hole in the wall. They will seek the attention and approval of their mother their whole life. This is why when they get on their feet, the first thing they say, I got to buy my mama a house. I gotta buy my mama a car. I gotta do this for my mama. I gotta do that for my mama. But your mama had 40 plus years to do what she needed to do. And you think it's sacrificing because she put food on the table? No, she was taking care of her responsibilities. This is where people need to draw the line. It is not your responsibility to take care of someone else's fuck ups. It is not your responsibility to take care of the women in your goddamn family. Those women should have had husbands. Now, some unforeseen circumstances, it may come down to the point where, you know, their husband died or something. I don't know. But I'm just saying, for the vast majority, these women are single and miserable under the cloak of trying to act like they're happy. You see more black bitches running around smoking grape swishers full of some purple, some loud, drinking like a goddamn sailor. You see that shit now more than ever. Why is that? Because they are out of their natural element. They are not biologically designed to be strong and independent and whoring around. It's to the point now, it's not even a spiritual thing. This has been scientifically proven. The more sexual partners you have, the worse it is on your body. The DNA strands from each man is going to be in her. It's going to fuck up her fucking hormones and shit, psychologically. It's to the point that some of them take on the what's the word I'm looking for? They take on the personality traits of a man. This is why you hear some of them out there, and all this old shit. Just off the damn chain, unhinged. I tell you all, the subject matter expert, DK. Salute to you, man. I appreciate the $20 super chat. I'm serious, man. You brothers need to learn to read body language. Learn to read the physical traits of a succubus. The physical traits of a woman who has been on the carousel. You understand what I'm saying? Someone who is going to try to take you down through there. Someone who views you as a material resource. See, they tell you all the time. And see, social media puts it out there for public display. But some men just can't get over their infatuation with a fat ass. These motherfuckers are out here getting shit sucked out of their stomach, getting it pumped in their ass, and most of them are too lazy to maintain it. They'll go spend $5,000 to get that fat transferred to their ass. They don't work out. They don't do nothing but take a bunch of ass pictures. These are grown women behaving like children. And within a year or two, that shit is back looking like shit, because of the simple fact that she's too lazy to maintain what she has had surgically enhanced. I don't find that shit attractive. The shit is basically like dealing with a blow-up doll. To be honest, that shit, a lot of that shit looks completely unnatural. And then a lot of these motherfuckers be on social media, on Instagram and shit, trying to sell weight loss products and do exercises and try to teach you how to be healthy. Bitch, you went and spent some man's money and got your body enhanced. And this is a thing I'm gonna tell you too, man. It was a statistic. I don't know exactly the numbers. I think it's like in the 79, 80% range, maybe a little bit higher. That most of these women, even the ones that's women, nearly all of the women who are married or in relationships, once they get their body enhanced, they leave their spouse. They leave their significant other. These bitches only want attention. And they want to be able to do it after they have secured the bag, after they have secured a child from you. This is why I talk about this, man. I'm going to bring something up, man. I brought it up several times before. When a woman gets with a beta provider, she has an end game for him. She will not stick into this relationship long term. And I'm going to tell you why. You'll notice especially if she already comes into the situation with a single, being a single mother of if one or not two or three children, and this beta provider comes in. Now, Pete, now, the first child or two children came from someone who has a criminal past, a criminal history, street running motherfucker doing his thing or whatever, you know, went to prison or just went on about his business. Who knows? This motherfucker who was her imprint will only be paying maybe for one child at the at best $75 a month in child support. Now check this out. Once she gets with you, Mr. Simp, Mr. Beta Provider, who comes in and wants to take care of another man's sperm cells, you bring your ass up in there, and she procreates with you. She already trying to, especially if you have a decent job. Say you're a welder or something. Say you're a crane operator. You're bringing upwards of $120,000, $130,000 a year to the table. You buy her a car, you put her in a house, you help her fix her credit, get her shit together. She is going to turn around and think she's better than you. She's going to get her. You're gonna make her become the best version of herself while losing sight of your purpose. You're putting her on a pedestal and completely neglecting yourself. So after a while, she's going to, like most of them do, monkey branch. Oh, but here's the kicker. Before she goes, she knows she's secured that baby with you. So now this other motherfucker who's paying $75 a month, no, not you. You're going to be paying $1,200 a month, maybe even more. All because of your lust for that vag, your lust for that fat ass. Now it's costing you everything. And when you think about it, what else did she bring to the table besides her badass kids and her bad attitude and her bad credit score? What did she bring to you? What did she? Oh, am I back? Am I back? Am I back? Okay. All right. Yeah, man. I don't know what happened right there. Putting a little too much heat to him up here, man. Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me, man. Give me a one. Okay. All right. It's driving. Okay. All right. Good. Okay. So I know I dropped a few people fell out of here, but I'm gonna tell you exactly what she brought to the table. Not a motherfucking thing. You have been used. You have been bamboozled. And you got to take it. You got to take it on the chin, man. You got to take it on the chin, man, because the thing is about it, you don't vet these women properly. You should have known that this chick had a history of terrible decision making before you decide to go willy-nilly and go raw inside of her. A lot of these women are simply being programmed as well, man, from an early age. Not only by their mothers, but by motherfuckers like this. Screen share, please. By motherfuckers like this. Now, this bitch did this, say she was doing this for the 2020 graduates. Let me see, make sure it's got it up there. For the 2020 graduates. For the yeah, this right here. This is for the 2020 graduates.
Be stressing about none of these moves. When they be talking, I don't even listen. Telling me secrets, I probably forget it. But I'ma tune in when he say he gonna get.
Now, are you guys, am I the only one that's tired of seeing this shit? Am I the only one? I'm just curious. Am I the only man that is tired of looking at these bitches' ass? A stallion is an adult male horse by definition. But I'm tired of looking at these hoes with this shit, man. All these bitches do is rap about the washed up ass box and how they can use and take a man for money. That's all they talk about. I love my sisters. I really do. I have women in my family, aunts, shit. But a lot of this shit simply stems from bad behavior. These black bitches are the worst acting bitches on the face of the earth, man. And then you want to call it culture? What kind of culture is that? If you put a black woman with a group of white women for, say, about a month, watch how she acts a little more feminine. Watch how she starts to speak a little more properly. Now you take that white bitch and put her around a group of black bitches. And watch how her behavior turns for the worse. I'm serious, man. This social media influence and shit and these reality TV stars and shit like that, man. Come on, bro. Neil Powell says they all look up to that. They do, man. They look up to the degeneracy of our society. And these women aspire to be these fucking females. You know why? For the same reason I spoke about earlier. What I said earlier. Lack of masculinity in the home. To raise their daughters to be wives. Teach them the game. Teach them the way about going about things. Tell them what men want, what type of men to stay away from, what kind of men to interact with, especially if he's a true man, a man that stands on his masculine principles. These men tend to raise healthy, productive children, not these fucking strags. The entertainment industry is there simply to keep you distracted. But see, no, you can't tell anyone that. You're a hater. You're a coon. You're met with shaming tactics when you tell black people as a collective that things aren't what they seem like. When you try to give them the truth, you try to tell them, you know, you can tell them something that Malcolm X said himself, and they call you a coon, bro. But at the same breath, said we need more like Malcolm X, not like Martha or MLK. What kind of sense does that make? But when you give someone a quote from Malcolm X, oh, that's some coon talk. This nonsense, man. I sat up there and gave y'all a whole breakdown of this Black Lives Matter shit, man. And did you know how many emails I got from that shit telling me they unsubscribing? Bitch, you didn't have to message me to unsubscribe. You could just go about your motherfucking business. Even after I broke it down to you and told you you can go on the website and find this information, you still get, mad at me. I'm just a messenger. I'm just bringing shit to your attention. Things that you may need to know. Because me being a leader, being a man, I'm not going to follow these bullshit ass movements. As a man, I believe in holding myself accountable, following my purpose. We ain't building shit. And a lot of these people are marching and don't know where they're going. A lot of them are doing it simply for attention. You see these celebrities, they doing it for attention. I'll show you one more. Stay balanced, man. I appreciate the $2 super chat. I hate to admit it, but my mother is a former drag. Hey, bro, that's nothing to be ashamed about. What's going on, Willie Beeman, man? Glad you could be in the building. That is nothing to be ashamed of. Most of us have mothers who were strags, but unfortunately, we haven't come to that reality. You have motherfuckers who are willing to die for a mother that treated them like shit. This is why I say oftentimes, man, when you start talking about this red pill shit, black pill, whatever pill you're taking, I don't know, man. I got the man pill, man first. But I tell you what, man, if you're going to apply female nature to the women that you deal with, that you interact with, you must also realize that female nature applies to your mother, your sister, your nieces. It applies to all of them. Their nature is their nature. All women, I don't give a damn who they are. All women are hypergamous by nature. Now, some of them try to, hold back on it, try to, keep it from, controlling them. Just like men have to control their lust for the badge, women have to try to control their hypergamous nature. And they do that by having discipline instilled in them. See, but most men will trade their integrity for a piece of pussy. Most men will sell out their homeboy for a piece of pussy. Most men are trying to pretend that they are high value just to get more women. It's unfortunate, but it's the truth. And the thing is about it, man, simp's been around, sucker's been around since the beginning of time. I've talked about this. Adam was a sucker. He let a strag influence him to bite the apple after he was clearly instructed by the Most High to not bite that apple. But so simps are going to be around. The thing is about it, you just don't need to be one. We need more stronger men in our community. These women enjoy calling men dusty and all this other bullshit because they don't want to acknowledge the fact that they enjoy dealing with dusty motherfuckers, the degenerates of our community. Not men of more morals, character, and discipline. No. Those are lames. Those are cornballs. I don't want to deal with you. They only want to deal with you after they have been on that carousel for so long and that badge looks like a goddamn Subway sandwich. That's it. And then when they come to you, they're still going to be sexually attracted to the men who was initially their imprint. This is why you'll see some women you have overexerted yourself for, put them in a nice home, put them in a nice car, gave them this and gave them that. You just overexerted yourself, completely pedestalized this woman, and she will go back and fuck her imprint who just got out of prison. Pastor started saying sloppy seconds. That's what it is, though, man. And a lot of you guys, I mean, you're not going to find a virtuous woman in modern society, especially a black woman. You can forget about it. You can forget about it. But it's hard to find a woman that has a body count of less than 10 men before the age of 20. See, this is why a lot of these old post-wall strags are doing. See, these old bitches that you're seeing over sexualizing themselves on social media, the ones that's leaving their husbands and shit, I notice them. They leaving their husbands and shit, man, left a productive home because they want to go through their second hoe phase. They get up here on social media with all these positive posts and talking about this and, these subliminal posts and shit, saying all this bullshit. But what they're really doing, they're not saying that for anyone else. See, what they're doing is they're actually talking to themselves. You understand me? They saying all that shit to try to, influence their own way of thinking. Y'all don't hear me. SC Talk Media, man, I appreciate the $2 super chat. Wasted years with a peace sleeve from older women. Tell you something, man. And to my young brothers, man, I know that old wolf pussy is good. She fucking and sucking you to sleep. She cooking for you. She's doing all that good stuff, putting it all on you because she's seasoned. She's experienced now. But them some of the most controlling, decrepit bitches. You give it that sense of youth again. But just like it all, man, if you in it just for what you're in it for, it's gonna get old. It's already old and washed up. But here's the kicker: she's gonna start acting like your mama at some point. She wants complete control of you, young brother. Now I'm pretty sure she probably broke you off a little change to get you a loud pack. Got you the new Jordans and shit. All she wants is a social media pic with you. You see how much money the movie and the books, how Stella got her groove back? That shit was all programming. And you see what happened to Stella? She was sleeping with a homosexual. This guy was, if you see in the movie, you couldn't see him. But if you seen real life photos, you would have known this motherfucker homosexual. But Stella got her groove back, and then her ass got divorce rate too. They don't tell you that side. It's all programming. So I tell guys to be careful when dealing with older females, dealing with these broads who have had many sexual experiences. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. These hoes have squandered their life, and a lot of them, that money that they're spending on you, they got it from that divorce rape and they put on that other man. I'm serious. I know several older women who have done that shit now. I know several older women who are still in relationship with their husbands and tricking off his hard-earned money on other men. And these men ain't got a pot to piss in. They just taking their ass to the stabbing cabin. That's it. You can't have no new experience with these bitches. They done everything already. So waste of time. And you should have more discipline for yourself as a man and have higher standards. When these old bitches hit on you, you just laugh and keep it moving, man. You see, the untold truth is, as women age, unless under extreme circumstances, they're going to lose more and more value, which men, older men, is statistics and studies to prove this, men value tend to increase. My brother DK talked about how through men's 20s, how they evolve, and then through their 30s, they evolve, and then in their 40s, they become, men are at their prime from the ages of 35 to 60. And men need to realize that. This is why I always preach self-improvement. Always continue to work on yourself, man. There's always something that you can improve on to become better, to increase your stock, your value. And this is another reason I say, man, if you have been misinformed or you're just being indoctrinated to this type of information, there's nothing wrong with that. But also understand that, the best revenge is success. Michael Jordan's wife took half of his fortune. He's worth more now. That motherfucker from Amazon wife took half of his fortune. He's worth more now. When you know better, you do better. And you don't let these motherfuckers stop your come up, man. Don't let anyone draw you into an emotional space where you stop working on yourself. And a lot of the times, once you start looking into these, dealing with these women, these type of women, especially post-war women, women who have a history of terrible decision-making, women who have been on the carousel, these women are actually suck your purpose out of you. You'll start conforming yourself to her standards. You'll start doing shit that she wants you to do. Now, all of a sudden, all you want to do is make her happy. You want to please a bitch instead of following your purpose. Then start with a little shit test. She'll start coming at you with little shit to see if you're going to move in your position, move off your post. Are you going to tilt one way or another? And if you fuck up and do that, then it's going to be a snowball effect. And when you look up, you'll be doing everything to please her and completely stop doing anything as far as improving yourself. This happens to men all the time. Ty So Dope said the energy of the succubus. Absolutely. That's it, man. So I just wanted to touch on these few things, man. I got a few more things I'm going to go over here in a minute. A few more things I wanted to show. I said I wasn't going to beat a dead horse, but I'm going to talk about Christianity for a minute and how it has affected the Black community, and why a lot of these post-war women, all these saved and sanctified old bitches, always running up in the church, following that pulpit pimp, and how they indoctrinate young men to be weak, to turn the other cheek. Oh, shit. If he spit in your face, you must forgive him. If he slaps you, you turn the other cheek. If he murders your family, you are supposed to forgive him. See, that shit has infested young brothers, young men. Turn the other fucking cheek. I want to talk about that. Because we allow other races of people to come in and hijack a movement that's supposed to be for you, for your empowerment, for your improvement. These people know nothing about your struggle. But they have put these, hashtags. I see Mark Wahlberg go up there with that hashtag. I don't have to say what it is. Subject matter, absolutely, brother. I appreciate that. But I'm serious. I am a vessel. I am just a messenger. But I say this. You got these celebrities making a mockery of you. These white people and shit that you see out here marching and shit, these people, these liberals are bringing chaos to your movement. They're anarchists, simply there to make divide, be more divisive, make you look bad, make us look like savages. These motherfuckers are not your friend. Malcolm X told you that. Anarchist. And when you are out there doing that shit, guess what is going to happen? There will be more laws, more stringent laws put in place to take away more of your fucking rights. These liberals will tell you we need stricter gun laws. We need to get the guns out of people's hands. But when everywhere you go, you got somebody with guns protecting you. Am I right or am I wrong? I'm just curious about this. They want to take away the power of masculinity, and particularly Black masculinity, melanin masculinity. They was easy. It was easy to do because they started with the women. They came and took the women away from you. They got all your women to turn their back on you, and it's to this point now. But y'all too crazy to see it. You are viewing women. This is why I get into it with the guys in the hotel community, because they idolize and worship these goddamn women. She's a queen. She deserves this. She deserves that. For what? Laying on her motherfucking back? She's not acting like a queen. She's not behaving like a woman. She has no feminine energy whatsoever, but she want to say she's strong and independent. You see where this shit going? Women are the nurturers of society, but they ain't nurturing shit if they're trying to compete and act like a man. This is what is destroying us from within. And unfortunately, a lot of brothers are too consumed with trying to get in that same old badge. You're buying shit you don't need to impress this old bitch. You're taking her on dinner dates. During the pandemic, she couldn't pay a light bill. You come in and pay a $200 light bill while main laying up in there breaking her back. Main ain't giving a shit. Main coming through with that grape swisher and that goddamn bottle of Patron, breaking her back. That's it. But you got to come through and pay that card note. You got to buy this new dress off of Fashion Nova. You got to buy this new weave, $500. Yeah, you. You could do so much better. And I'm gonna tell you something too, man. This is something that a lot of guys don't like to hear, man. But the more attractive they are, the worse they are. It's just a fact. Your woman should be a reflection of your masculine energy and your masculine principles. She should be a reflection of just how dominant you are as a man. Stop being so, spineless. When you're trying to be nice to these bitches, they know what you're trying to do. They know your end game is to get in between their legs, so they are going to milk it for all it's worth. This is why people talk about game and all this shit. Man, it's not a game. This shit is it's checkers. It really is. This is why I don't get why guys will go spend $200 on a pamphlet or $59.99 a month on somebody that's gonna give them game. Game on what? You need to be learning about the game of life, because it ain't no fucking game for real. It's real out here. And you must deal with women from a position of power. You're the man, she's the woman. Either she gets on the program or she gets the fuck going. Simple as that. And I don't give a fuck how attractive she is. You treat them all the same. You treat a dime like you do a two. What's Sorry, you said a boy, I said Willie Earl fixing the car. Yeah, Willie Earl dropping that radiator hose off in her ass too. You feel me? Jose Navarro, I appreciate the $3 super chat. Jose says single mothers have the worst credit score. What? Man, have the worst everything. Most of them. Now, you may have situations where women were married, they had their child by their husband, they were together for a while, things don't work out, because sometimes, the demise of the relationship can be on the man. Some man finds some younger, better looking badge, and he acts on his hypergamous nature. But he's controlled by the badge. Meanwhile, when he deal with that younger, better looking thing, that bitch ain't nothing but a liability. And once he get old, she ain't gonna want that old earthworm. She gonna want us some young meat herself, and she gonna take his stupid ass down through there. Forrest Idris, I appreciate the $5 super chat, my brother. Yeah, man, putting that old hag on a fucking pedestal, man. Patrick, you right. You understand what I'm saying? You got to get to the point where you tell motherfuckers the truth. Be no nonsense with people. Be direct about your intentions. A woman asks you, do I look good in this dress? Don't tell her yeah just because you're trying to get some pussy. Tell her yeah because she actually looks good in that dress. If not, be like, I don't know, your butt a little flat. You know what I'm saying? You motherfucker, women like assholes. And you're not, if you tell the truth, you're considered an asshole. But be honest. My old lady respect my honesty, man. I ain't even gonna lie, because I'm gonna give it that straight no chaser. You understand what I'm saying? And you got to tell motherfuckers straight up, look, hey, look, you're getting a little too heavy. You're a little too big for my liking, but we can work with it. Meet me over here at the gym tomorrow at such and such. You talking about a motherfucking date? You talking about going to Ollie's or some fucking fancy restaurant? No, bitch, we're gonna meet at the gym. That is gonna be our date. That's how we spend time. And if you don't show up, don't worry about it. I won't call you. I won't text you. Sometimes you got to work with what you got a little bit, but be honest the whole time. So, yeah, man. Tell them what they don't want to hear. Because see, the thing is about it, man, what women say they want and what they are attracted to are two different things. When a black woman in particularly describes a good man or what she says she want in a good man, I will guarantee you she will describe a slave. She will try to describe the perfect man. He got to be tall. He got to be handsome. He got to be charming. Oh, he got to have that. He got to make over $100,000 a year. Where were you when he was working toward earning his finances? This is why I tell guys all the time, these bitches aren't concerned with building anything. They want to wait at the finish line and reap the benefits of your hard labor. That's it. And you can tell them they think they can go out here and get these degrees and all this shit, man. A lot of those degrees aren't worth the fucking paper that they're printed on. But then again, you'll have these bitches that think they're better than you because of a college degree. You can have a job you can have a warehouse job or fucking doing some contracting or something, a blue collar job, bringing in 140, 150 a year. This bitch has a college degree making $80,000 a year, and this bitch will think she's better than you. This is the delusion of the strag. I'm Charles Reezy. You must have seen me before somewhere. That's one of my favorites there. If you treat her like a celebrity, she is going to treat your simp ass like a fan. You treat these women accordingly, man. And that's the bottom line. And don't focus a lot of energy on these motherfuckers. You can be cordial, you can speak, say hi. Women can pick up on energy. They are emotional creatures. They act and think with their emotions. You understand me? So she can feel the masculine energy oozing from you. And either one or two things are going to happen. She's going to be attracted to it, or either she's going to be intimidated by it. Because when she's intimidated by it, she knows she can't play none of them stupid ass games with you. You feel me? So I'm glad y'all brothers could come through here tonight, man. I just wanted to get in here and then do a little cooking. We talked about, initially about the accountability, which that is completely obsolete. You're not going to get any accountability for the failure of any relationships. Everything that a woman says will contribute to the man and what he's doing or what he is not doing. A bitch will try to justify leaving a man just because he has a snoring problem. I can't deal with his snoring no more. He got on my nerves. And the fucked up thing about it, I've talked about how women don't feel guilt. They only feel shame. And see, they don't want to, feel any type of guilt for the failure. So what she will do initially is go and tell all her family, all her friends that you're cheating on her. You've hit her. Now, keep in mind, all this shit is a lie. But she's telling these people all these things so they won't look at her sideways or she feel guilty or feel any shame once she decides to walk out of that door. Jose Navarro, appreciate the $10 super chat. Being around women, I've realized that their opinion doesn't even matter. Their views are so inconsistent. I can be dude one day and the next day they don't even remember. Yeah, man. Women are aloof, man. They all over the place. I appreciate the super chat though, brother. You understand me? They will always try to rationalize their bullshit. Same way with wearing the fucking hair hats. Like, man, that shit is destroying your edges. It's destroying your hair, your natural hair. Why don't you wear your natural hair? This is a protective style. Protecting what? What it is you hoes is lazy. You don't want to fix your hair, and you have the hive mentality. You see bitches doing it, and now you want to do it. This is why you see a lot of them wearing the same type of style. One Megan Thee Stallion come out with some blonde hair, now all these bitches gonna go get some blonde hair. They come out with some box braids or something, all these bitches gonna start wearing box braids. These extensions and shit. They come out with some kind of eyeliner or makeup or eyelash or some shit, all these bitches gonna try to wear it. You see more bitches, man, these bitches, I'm gonna tell you something. These ratchet ass bitches be trying to do motherfuckers' income taxes. you know what I'm saying? Now, tax services. Bitch, you live in the projects. What the fuck I look like giving you my personal information to do my taxes? What's wrong with you? Any kind of trend, selling clothes, selling hair, selling nails, selling lashes. That's all. All of them go try to do it. Monkey see, monkey do. That's why when they program to believe that they're strong and independent, all of them follow suit. You are neither strong or independent. You're getting child support, you're getting food stamps, and you're living off Section 8. And you're talking about you strong and independent. It's a farce. These motherfuckers get on social media and live in delusion. But see, high value men are the reality check for these bitches. This is why I tell you guys, stop liking these hoes photos, man. If she's dressed classy, you know, taking care of herself, look like she's doing well, you know, put together, it's okay to like that picture. But if the bitch, every picture you see, she got on one of these stupid ass Snapchat filters or a bunch of clown makeup on, or she wearing some old see-through ass bullshit, and the bitch got children, don't be liking that shit, man. You should look at that bitch as beneath you because you know what she's trying to do. She wants attention. That's what all of them want. And it doesn't matter if they want the attention of a high value man because they want someone to come in and, you know, they could, you know, level up. But they'll take the attention of the simp because it strokes their ego. Jose Navarro, man, I appreciate another super chat, man. I appreciate it. In fact, they actually like men that don't care what you say to them, even when they pretend to be mad. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. You know, they seek attention. That's it. Nothing more. Attention and level up. Man, you go into some of these female spaces, listen at these motherfuckers talking about the level up. Man, one of them, bro, I kid you not. And I'm pretty sure some of you brothers already know what I'm talking about. She's a very, very popular level up coach. I kid you not. This bitch, old man, looked like he belongs in a nursing home. Her husband. But yet she's still talking about leveling up. And it's another one who she was getting consultation from. She decided to start a channel. And now she's coaching these bitches up. And these chat rooms have anywhere from 500 to 1,000 women up in there. And it's several of these channels. But this one that used to take the consultation, now she want to give advice. And she's a single mother who openly talks about having body enhancements. But those body enhancements don't fix those eyelids. It doesn't fix those hands. It doesn't fix those arms. I can tell you an old strag. And you ain't leveling up off of nobody because you spend too much time on you. You understand me? Now I don't think I know who you talking about. Willie Beeman, but you know the other one too. It's the other one too. She was the teacher, and she got another one that's the student. But yes, man, men need to understand their value, and men need to simply have higher standards of the women that they interact with, the women that they entertain. This is why I say women should always come low on your priority list, gentlemen. They come and they go. She come from the streets and back to the streets she will go. What's the old saying? I've never seen a UFO or a hoe that won't go. I appreciate y'all fellas for coming through tonight, man. It's been real in here. We done cooked a little bit, but I know it's Sunday and a lot of you fellas got to raise up out of here, get some rest, man. I am one of those motherfuckers. I really enjoyed the night, man. I just came in here, you know. Normally I'm up here rocking, coming with the You know, I've had Hulk and I've had DK on for the past couple of shows, and it's been real. It's been real rocking with my brothers and stuff. But you know, I have to get back to sometime coming in here and just steaming it up for you fellas by myself. You know what I'm saying? I actually enjoy that sometimes, man. Just coming here with the unscripted truth. And you know, a lot of time I don't really write shit down. I just come tell y'all what's on my mind, and man, and let y'all rock with it. That's pretty much the way I like to do it, man. So yeah, man. At some point, man, I'm gonna start trying to do some call-in shows. And I actually have my brother in here with me. If y'all can, man, moderators, go ahead and spam DK's channel. Spam his channel, man. He was just in here a minute ago. He probably gone. But he's we need to try to get him up to at least 100 subscribers here soon. I think he's at 50 now. He just started his channel. It's the Subject Matter Expert. I ask you brothers to go check him out, man. Very informative brother, very disciplined brother. He's more in the spiritual realm than I am. He brings in the scripture and he talks about things from a three-dimensional perspective for the most part. Me, myself, I'm more or less unscripted truth. Sometimes I can be in here chilling, man, and then next thing you know, I come unhinged. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't mind letting the motherfucker have it. Some people say, man, he cussed too much. He's undisciplined with his content. I've been hearing a lot of this shit. As the channel and grown, man, I've realized I got haters that I didn't even know I had. It's crazy. But you know, I am who I am. Yeah, there you go. Subject matter right there. Let me give you a wrench, man. Oh shit, I gotta go right here to do it. So if you can, DK, man, I've given you a wrench. You can actually, put the link to your channel, man. Let everybody check you out, man. Very informative. I look forward to seeing more content from you. Jose Navarro, man, I appreciate the $5 super chat. Get Dr. BOA in here, GMB. That's coming. That's coming. BOA and I, man, I've been rocking with BOA for a minute, bro. Like, for real, man. He's one of those guys who actually inspire a lot of my reading, a lot of the things that I think about. I find a lot of new information through BOA and his channels. I always try to go back and catch everything that he had. At one time, I seen everything that he dropped, but Anyway, I appreciate you, brother, for coming through tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow. That's right. I'm coming back. And we're going to cook in this motherfucker, man. I told y'all I had some things going on, man. I'm going to put some more things together, man. DK, Subject Matter Expert, has put his link in the description in the chat. You guys run on over there. Check him out, man. Subscribe to this channel. We need to get him at 100 subscribers. You understand what I'm saying? Let's get Subject Matter Expert up to at least 100 subscribers tonight. We got 135 people in here, man. Y'all run on over there, click on the link, subscribe to his channel. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Much love. I will be back tomorrow. Continue to take care of yourself mentally, spiritually, physically, and financially. It's been real. Much love to you, brothers. I am out of here.